This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Miami Heat, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Here we go. So the Clippers win the tip. Now Harden on the wing, Thompson. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Mitchell. And he misses his first shot of the game. Thompson from long range. And Ware pulls it down. Here's Miami now. About a minute played so far here in the first. Outside, Hero. From the corner. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Spins. And Leonard gets it to go.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Adebayo. Sweet move. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Outside, Batum. Batum, the screen. On the wing, Batum. Back to Thompson. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. They get it back. To the paint. And here's Adebayo. Shoots over Batum. Misses the fallback jam. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. Led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now. Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, a true defensive anchor.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Thompson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Hero. 3D that time from Leonard.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Batum. On the wing, Thompson. A three-pointer is right on target. Thompson's got 5.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Pass to Ware. Mitchell outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
You have no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Batum with the 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Hero. Still yet to score. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shoots it. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 8 points for him.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Ware. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, nice vision on that pass from Hero, and he put the ball right in the shooting pocket.
Harden scanning the floor. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Heat trailed by 10. Now, Hero. No scoring in this one. To the middle. And stolen by Leonard. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Thompson slams it home.
Man, you don't see Clay get up like that all that often. That was impressive.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
Thompson outside. Back to Simons. Rebound by the Heat. Now Mitchell. Unable to get that one. Simons with the defensive effort.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Leonard.
I see him.
Thompson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Mitchell wide open. Hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got his second bucket tonight.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. And here is Mitchell. Here's Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard on the wing. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Thompson's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Coffey. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Adebayo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adebayo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Shot from the wing. And it's Leonard missing. The Heat trailed by 5. Right side hero. Has to Ware. Porzingis with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Leonard. He's got 8. Leonard on the wing. From deep, it's Adebayo with the rebound. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Here's Leonard. Misses the baby hook.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Coffey. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now, here's Rozier. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Los Angeles making a switch here. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Martin. Martin outside. Outside for Martin. Here's Coffey. Off target with his 3.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now here's Harden. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle Stat game has been going for the Clippers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Terry Rozier.
James Harden has really made a science of working himself to the free throw line, and we see that here once again.
And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Pass to Yurtseven. Here's Coffey. Nothing on the board. Foul for 3. Bridges with the board.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Harden outside. Pass to Powell. Over to the left wing. Here's Coffey. 13 feet away. Bridges with the board. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Plays it up and banks it in. Bridges got his first 2 points of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Here's Coffey. Out to the wing. Harden outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There are a few players that can read the floor as well as James Harden. He has seen every kind of defense.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
This team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Here's Harden, and he drops it in from the low post. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by Miami. Outside, Hero. Rebound by the Clippers.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Yurtseven. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic, and he's got his first chance at the line here. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harden outside. Over Mitchell. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Heat trailed by 15. Bridges outside. And he makes that one. Bridges got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Martin. It's Powell on the wing. Martin the screen. It's Martin on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. There's no way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Powell. Now here is Martin. Powell with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. It's a 10-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And Miami making a change here. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Los Angeles making a switch here. Harden with it. 10 points for him. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Here's Hero. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Harden on the wing. 12 points for him. Outside Leonard. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it out to Hero. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Heat trailed by 12. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's Harden. A three from Leonard. Bridges with the board.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
To the inside. Nice move. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 8 points for Miles Bridges.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Leonard looking over the floor. Here's Porzingis. Off to a good start if he hits his first shot attempt.
There are nights where Porzingis really looks like he can hit from anywhere. This time it's in the mid-range.
Now here's Mitchell. There's Hero with the three. Heat moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Harden outside. It's Powell on the wing. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
It's Powell on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Heat trailed by 10. Here's Rozier. He has yet to score. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes into scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
There's so much talk about James Harden and how much he has just mastered the offensive end of the floor. What do you work on in the offseason? I don't know if there's much other than to stay as sharp as James Harden has been throughout his career. Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Pass to Highsmith. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Shoots over Leonard. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Right side, Leonard. Back to Harden. Clock at 4. Rozier with the steal. Pass to Highsmith. Rozier up top. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Adebayo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. That's now 8 points for Bam Adebayo. Harden outside. Back to Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And it's Rozier missing. Clippers leading by 9. In the corner, Powell with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. The wide open look here for Holiday. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The 19-foot shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Rozier with the ball. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did it.
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Hero. Mitchell outside. Adebayo the screen. The drive by Mitchell. And stolen by Leonard. By himself. Clay gets off the break well.
Clay showing a little bit of speed in the open floor there as he gets up the lane in transition.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Pass to Adebayo. Tries it from the top of the key. He can't hit that time. Clippers leading by 13. Now Harden. And Leonard has it in the corner. Thompson in the corner. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's Miami with the rebound. Right side Hero. Here's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Well, intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Outside Leonard. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Hero. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Harden with it. Picked up by Hero. It's good from long range. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 11. Outside, Hero. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hero's got his second basket.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. On the wing, Thompson. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Leonard. Tries it from 19. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Mitchell outside. And here is Hero. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now you have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Back to Harden. Pass to Thompson. Left side, Leonard. Over Adebayo. Leonard, no luck. The Heat trailed by 14. Inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Okoro with a nice decision, just sharing the ball.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18. It's deflected. Here's Okoro. Outside, Hero. Has to Ware. Adebayo with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Adebayo. Tries from 10. Porzingis with the block.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career. He was a great shot blocker.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
The Heat making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Harden outside. Screen by Porzingis. Tries from 16. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive. Just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Pass to Batum. Thompson outside. Back to Batum. Harden outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Mitchell with it. He's got 11. Holiday with the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Now Harden. Out to the right wing. Trying to end the drought. And the layup is up and in. Harden's got 20.
And this is vintage James Harden, getting to his spots and just punishing the defense.
Hit by Bridges. The drive by Mitchell. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Pass to Coffey. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
And here is Mitchell. Outside Holiday. Mitchell outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Harden. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Thompson misses.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Pass to Nurkic. Now here is Holiday. Driving to the basket. For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
The Heat making a switch here. Clippers leading by 12. Here is Harden. 20 points for him. Here's Harden on the wing. No good. Bridges with some nice defense. And so here is Miami. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Batum, the screen. Harden outside. To end the drought. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that is what Harden does. Draws fouls, hits shots, and makes plays.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Stolen by Yurtseven. Powell with it. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Harden. Batum, the screen. Clock is at 3. And they pick up 2. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Kick by Bridges. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
A dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
Here's Harden. And yes, it's good. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, it seemed like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Back to Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2. Free throws.
First personal foul.
In the history of the game, James Harden gets to the line as well as anyone we've ever seen.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. The Heat trailed by 14. Now Rozier. Pass to Hero. Back to Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. Outside, Martin. They get the rebound. It's Saban. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And here's Harden for three. That one, no good. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So it's the Clippers now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Leonard. Drills it from outside.
After not having a three during the first half, he's made two now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Lets it go from the wing. Thompson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 16. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Thompson in the corner. Here's Coffey. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Screen by Leonard. Clock at 6. Thompson for three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Out left to the wing. And here is Okoro. It's Thompson off the drive. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat trailed by 16. From the wing. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Simons with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Three-pointer. Pass to Thompson. Simon's on the wing. Wants to get it to Yurtseven and does. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now, Hero. No one near him. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Pass to Coffee. Now, here's Yurtseven. Outside, Simons. Over Rozier. Over to the wing. Here's Coffee. Out to Thompson. Outside, Simons. Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside. Adebayo with the ball. And they'll get another chance. Outside, Rozier. Offline with his three. Clippers leading by 16. Pass to Leonard. Down low. And Coffee gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Hero with it. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. High post shot. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now Thompson. Pass to Coffee. Back to Thompson. Takes a three. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Play not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
Rozier looking around. Outside, Hero. To stop the run. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's Simons. That's short off the rim.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Shots good by Hero.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Outside, Simons. Pass to Leonard. From the baseline. The three. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Back to Yurtseven. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Yurtseven's got 4 this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shots good by Hero.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Goes up on the high post. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around in the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And here are the Heat now. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Hero. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Count that one.
And Simon's right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
And here is Mitchell. Outside, Hero. High post try. Hero can't get that one to fall. Clippers leading by 23. Here's Simons. And Ware pulls it down.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Miami no good on that time either. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hands.
He throw good, James Harden.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Now, here's Mitchell. Hero, that's a two-pointer. The wing jumper, off target.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Batum scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. The shot by Powell, no good. On the wing, Mitchell. They set the pick. Driving in. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside, Porzingis. Powell, no one around him. And the Clippers miss again. Okoro with it. Right side, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Over Batum. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
Outside, Batum. Now Simons. Launches it. And Batum is good for 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Outside Batum. Simons from outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Harden for three. And Ware pulls it down. Heat out offense. Hero with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Pass to Porzingis. And Ware pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And ever when important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Outside, Simon. No good on that one. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Larson. Adebayo the screen. Four on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Iguodala grabs the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Here's Mills. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.